Well, I guess that episode was a little bit more harder to swallow for some people. Hey, let me tell you something. We've been discussing for a long time now. A couple of videos we've done this on there. If you haven't watched it yet, the soccer anime in Chile that just won a lawsuit. We talked about the attack on cosplay, attack on anime, Russia banning certain animes, Australia shutting down practically almost the entire anime industry in Australia. That's, from imports. And, it's just getting crazier and crazier. But it's the hypocrisy of these people, what they try to push. Because, you have stories like this, and it's excellent stories. And some of them, you might not like because of the content. But it's still stories. It's still life in itself. You don't think it doesn't happen at all, then, you're living in a Brady Bunch world. And I keep saying this. People think we live in a Brady Bunch 28-minute rule where basically everything is resolved in 28 minutes. We don't live in that world. We have a lot of issues going on currently. And basically, everybody thinks it's sunshines, roses, everything coming up with blossoms and everything like that. No, it is not. The world is harsh, and you have to take it day by day when it comes to these situations. And we've discussed this before. Musoku Tensei, one of the best animes out there. One of the best animes out there. It's beautifully done, beautifully animated. The storyline's good. There are some crazy episodes. We discussed episode 4, and I guess one particular country took it in real offense. Didn't expect this one out of the ballpark. But you may say to yourself, hey, no, it's just one site and stuff like that. You got to remember one thing. Companies in this country are owned by the government. So anything that happens, the government is ruling on that. Exactly. And we're talking about China. The former president used to say. Someone sent this to me on the Global Times. Japanese animation Musoku Tensei suspended from lbry, accused of lacking morals. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. What are you doing here? There can't be two of us here in the same episode. Well, I'm sorry about that, but unfortunately, the story has changed. Really? That quick? Yes, it's quick. So let me take over and you go ahead and have a cup of coffee. Oh, thanks a lot, Zane. You're welcome, Zane. Well, folks, we had to stop the story at that point for this reason. When we recorded this entire episode, a secondary story came out. So we decided we had to go back and add this segment onto here. So what has happened, the thing has changed. Basically, lbry, which, and we haven't explained this yet, we'll explain it again here. lbry is sort of like a YouTube site with animation and streamers and stuff like that. They removed the Musoku Tensei, but it seems like it was because of a big streamer by the name of lbry. Now, he is on YouTube, doesn't have that many. He has a decent amount of views on there. He is a streamer from China, and I guess he kind of comments on anime and doesn't give good comment on the animated stuff. I mean, he literally, from what I understand, from the translations that I've gotten and stuff, that he tends to bash a lot of anime out there. And this came in on Anime Corner. Streamer who got Musoku Tensei removed from lbry gets suspended and faces legal charges. He is in deep trouble, and especially he's in China. He's in deep water here. You probably noticed the post that Musoku Tensei got removed from lbry a few days ago. It turns out that the work of a huge streamer, lbry, the streamer followed by 9 million people. You got 9 million people watching his programming. has gotten his fans to report Musoku Tensei. See, this is where the problem is. You have a lot of people on, and this shows you right here. You have people on Twitter that does this. We just saw this with Cracker Barrel just in the last 24, 48 hours. We're seeing it on a lot of other things. We've seen actors, people fake tweets on actors, making them say things that they never said before. And this is a major issue when you have situations like this. And eventually the platform removed the anime due to technical reasons, but he now is suspended and will face legal charges. He called Musoku Tensei an anime only poor people can watch due to the fact that they are the only ones who can identify with the protagonist. In addition, he said that the anime promotes mediocrity. He has the right to his opinion. That's correct. In this country, he wants to say that on that. But the thing about it is, he also ramped up a campaign to get it removed and probably said some lies about it. Although it's a rather harsh verdict for a 4-episode, which is 5 now, got removed before the 5th episode aired. However, using fans to generate thousands of reports based on his own opinion was going too far. And I'm sure most of the fans didn't even watch or share the opinion while submitting the reports. The feature they abused was the opinion to report shows for low quality content. Yeah, this is one of the big dangers with social media. And I keep saying this, and I say this day in, day out. The criticism for Goblin Slayer, the criticism for No Game, No Life, Sword Art Online. I give you Redo the Healer, but in other ways, after watching the last episode, which was very good, that episode, does not condone these attacks. You're attacking something you don't like. If you don't like the show, fine, don't watch it. If you are a streamer, YouTuber, social media person, if you want to talk about it, that's fine. Nobody's going to stop you talking about it. But if you sit there with a campaign,
because the most incredibly depressed, mentally ill weirdos have taken complete control of our pop culture, and they're ruining it. You want to pump out more soy boys that look like Will Wheaton?
With a campaign to destroy this IP. That is wrong. Everybody has their opinion. And he is in a country that basically, he's in a place where, social media is controlled. It's completely controlled. Where you cannot say the littlest thing or you disappear. You criticize the government, you disappear. Bibli issued an official statement stating the breach of contract by Lex Burner and that they will take legal action. Furthermore, it states that the streamer had made several inappropriate comments in his live stream which invoked conflict, attacks on third parties, harassment of other users, and intellectual property, causing a heavy controversy. See, situations like that, when you attack and you promote violence and stuff like that on the IP, that's totally wrong. He failed to lead by example in the community and failed to take up the public responsibility. Since he did this under contract, Bibli has the right to pursue legal responsibility according to the law. And they give you a list of punishments. The punishments decided are as follows. 1, Bibli will prosecute Lex Burner for violating the contract and hold him legally responsible. 2, until the judicial conclusion, Lexi Burner account and live streaming room will be banned. 3, revoke Lex Burner's 2020 Performance Awards. He had won 2 awards for the past year as one of the highest ranking streamers. 4, disqualify Lex Burner from participating in a creative incentive program and other community incentive activities. In other words, they just hit him in the wallet. From my perspective, Musoku Tensei is one of the best shows this season. The animation is amazing and is just starting with the story. This is from the writer's point of view. It is frequently ranks high on our weekly poll, and any post for it does well. The studio behind it, Studio Bind, was even founded mainly to produce the anime adaptation of the popular isekai light novel. The suspended streamer definitely caused Mushiko Tenshin some awful attention, but hopefully the anime will return to Ghibli soon. There are already many fans pushing for it online. So basically, you have someone who's taken the time to sit there and rally up. In other words, he called fire in a movie theater. And I will say this again. He does not like the anime. I can understand that. You can hark to the winds that, there's, I say I don't like the Doctor Who episodes currently. I didn't like the way the Expanse ended. I don't like Star Trek Discovery. I'm allowed to talk about that. What you're not allowed to do is sit there and start a campaign to destroy the IP. You don't like it because you say, well, it's like only poor people can understand it. Really? You're that selfish to say that racially motivated to say that. You don't know people. You don't know how people feel. One of the major things on this story is about shut-ins. It focuses on very early in the episodes. And that's a major problem that's going on in Japan. And you've seen this on many izakais, that the main character has been a shut-in. Whether it's been No Game, No Life, Sword Art Online. Let's see, let's go down the line. So I'm in Another World with a Cell Phone. I mean, you have people who ReZero. All these characters were shut-ins. And basically, they ended up in a new life, and they've gotten out in life. I mean, there's a great episode. Is it episode 2? It's either 2 or 3, where Rudy and Roxy tries to drag Rudy out of the household, out of the surrounding farm area, out into the outer part of the forest. At first, he was very scared to go because basically all he's known is in the home or in the house. That's it. And that was in his old life as well. He was a shut-in. This is issues that does plague many people throughout the world. Doesn't matter whether they're rich or poor. Basically, that is something that happens to everyone. It doesn't find any race, gender, or financial obligations. It just basically, you have a situation that is a major issue. By calling it saying only the poor would understand is very racial. Very racial. And of course, I've said this many times. China as a country is racist. I'm not talking about every Chinese person because every individual is of their own. But when you see the government push something of this nature, like what they did to Finn in Star Wars, and what they did to the poster of Black Panther and the Star Wars poster as well, you could see what direction this country goes in. So, man, sometimes being late to the show with a story is very good because basically this is what happens. Things change very quickly. I have people who say, well, we talk, people know about this since a week ago. Yeah, but things change in between. And this is what happened. Everything was pointing toward that the Chinese government shut down Mushiko Tensei. It's incorrect. It's basically what happened was one streamer decided to get his fans. We don't know how many fans, but a lot enough for the website to shut down Mushiko Tensei on the website. And basically now we find out that basically it's all a lie.
It's a fake.
It's a total lie. It's a fabrication. Mushiko is no Redo the Healer. That's hands down. Is there some things that are a little cringy? Light cringe. like the panties over the head, the self-gratification scene, the cheating scene, the maid naked bathing herself, the scene where Rudy doesn't know that Sylv is a girl, rips her clothes off so they can bathe together, and basically doesn't realize until he gets her clothes off that she's a girl. And then, of course, there's Ghislaine. What can I say more about Ghislaine?
I kind of think that I'm cute and me.
But the story overall, the story arc is fantastic. And the thing about it is, this anime is not something that's going to end in 12 chapters. It is going to continue on for quite some time now. How many they're going to go into before they take a break, I couldn't tell you right now at the moment. But we're going to follow Rudy's story as he grows up. It's the same thing with the One Piece. We've been following One Piece. God, it's over 1,000 episodes of One Piece. I'm still in the 300s. I don't know when I'm going to get to the end of this anime. And same thing with Bleach. I'm only halfway through Bleach. I don't know when I'll finish Bleach. I mean, these are great animes when you look at the perspective of how these are made. I mean, this studio was, like it said in the article, this studio was created just for this project. The animation looks fantastic. I mean, there's some things that come in and out, and you know, there's going to be a point where one thing about long animes like this, and you've seen it in One Piece and Bleach, sometimes some people do get a little lazy trying to get the product out, and sometimes the anime suffers a little bit, like a little glitch here and there. I mean, we're 5 episodes in, and so far, so good. So if you've reached the end of this video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and share this video. And hopefully, you know, Musoku will be back online very soon overseas in China. The fans will be able to get to see it and enjoy it. Thank you again, and be seeing you on the next video. Bye-bye now. Is it time for me to come back yet? No. The video's over. Oh, okay. Bye-bye now.